Ahoy there, Scorpio. I hope you guys are doing really well. I want to go ahead and do a second reading for you. The initial reading that I put out this time, to me, it felt very similar to a reading that I had done in the past. And that energy, I know it's not for everyone, but as a reader, it just seems very like, I don't know. I feel like that video itself, the energy in the video itself came out like maybe 2 or 3 times ago. And I want to do another reading for you. So, 2 readings, why not? Show me, I'm going to do a Celtic cross here for you guys. Show me energy for Scorpio. Energy for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus moving forward, August 21st, or I'm sorry, August 2021. August 2021. Celtic cross for the sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and cross watchers. August 2021. And if you find this reading at a later date, even a year later, and the message resonates, there's likely meaning there for you. So, take it as you will. These are general readings. They're not going to resonate with every single person. But for those who do resonate, there you go. 3 more. Okay, Scorpio, let's get into it. First energy out, we have the 7 of Cups coming out in reverse here. I like how those spun around. Everything else is likely going to be upright. 7 of Cups in reverse. This is an energy of making choice. It's choices in situations where you don't necessarily know the outcome that affects you in an emotional way. There may be a lot of situations or opportunities being presented to you, and instead of the confusion that can accompany that, now we have the opportunity to make a solid decision, which takes us out of a lot of mental frustration, also emotional, emotionally charged energies. This can also talk about people who are giving up vices, letting go of things, that have kind of had them in their grip for a while. So there's a lot of clarity that can come with this, especially if you've had a confused mind about something. Knight of Wands in reverse here as the obstacle. For some of you, it feels like you could be letting go of a person, fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Maybe we're tired of dealing with a certain person's energy. Perhaps this is also somebody this could be also somebody that you've been dating. A lot of energy in that as well. So I'm going to get some, let's see, I'm going to get this first. We have deception here. So this energy is kind of telling me that whatever's going on in this situation, perhaps this Knight of Wands in reverse is somebody that we are cutting free from our situation just because it's uncomfortable. And it's probably best to focus your energy on yourself at this time. Maybe that's been a decision. This can be somebody who is, not so upfront. They're in and out of your life. Oftentimes it's going to be geared around sexual experiences or exploits, or, somebody just who doesn't really have much longevity in a relationship. And it's kind of like breadcrumbing energy. If you're dealing with that, there's been a decision here to release this energy. Okay. Root of this reading, you have the Star in reverse. So maintaining a connection like this is definitely something that doesn't honor you. It doesn't help you. Well, it does help you grow in regard to knowing what you want and will accept and won't accept. But it's something that diminishes your energy if you were to stay in it. Could be dealing with an Aquarius person. It's also an energy where we may be losing hope in something because of somebody's behavior, or just we're not seeing them match up or add up to what we're seeking out in a partnership. The past energy, you have these Six of Pentacles here. Fairness, give and take, and that's kind of the thing. It's like with this kind of energy, it's reciprocal with the Six of Pentacles. There's a lot of give and take, equality, communication, building things up for the fairness of all. With this kind of situation, though, with this a person like the Knight of Wands in reverse, it's a self-serving energy. It's somebody that's more so willing to do whatever they can to get what they want. It's not everybody working on board together. Present, you have another fire sign. This is the Emperor Aries energy, so it could be dealing with a fire sign. It seems to be very prominent in this reading. The thing about this is, though, it's like this type of personality, if this is the same person and they're exhibiting this energy, it's somebody that doesn't care. They're going to do what they want, when they want. They're going to get what they want, how they want, and there's no real talking to that. There's no real making plans with that. It's just their way or the highway. It's a very uncomfortable energy to have to navigate through. Here we have the Four of Wands here coming up. So with the Four of Wands in the future energy, this is talking about stabilizing your home, connections, being closer to the people that you enjoy being around. Some of you, this can talk also about moving to a new residence, new location. Nine of Swords in your current energy. So this is telling me that there's a lot of worry, frustration, even though we may be, perhaps this hasn't happened yet, letting go of somebody. There's an action here, though, needing to be taken. And so far we have mental frustration. You may have a home life with this person where like bills are paid and there's things that you share that may be also like a logistical like issue for separating something of this nature. Five of Swords coming out here. So an energy of this is what's coming towards you, which is kind of heavy energy already. It's a lot of bickering, a lot of problematic communication, people who kind of have to have the last say. They're very, they use tactics and strategies to manipulate situations or people. Somebody who can communicate very smooth. It's like a smooth talker, but the underlying energy of them isn't that great. It's kind of a dishonest person, willing to fight through a situation, even though there's no real reason to fight. It's just kind of like having their say, making sure that they are the ones that like have the last say, being on top when there's no reason to be on top of anything. It's not a relationship. That's kind of a dictatorship, tyrannical energy. Eight of Cups here in your hopes and fears. So maybe you guys have not, whoever this is for, maybe you have not left a situation. It feels like there's a necessity to. I wouldn't want to be in this energy. This is super heavy shit. Domineering energy. That's what I'm trying to say. And then we have deception over here. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. Let's see, outcome. You have the Judgment card. So your energy, Scorpio, but yeah, decisions, making a decision in regard to which direction you choose to go, what you want to do in your life. If you're uncomfortable, if you're unhappy, if you're not being able to have proper communication with somebody and they're like just, putting ruling all over everything. That's the energy that's presented. And here we have the Lovers. So it's a head over heart decision in this situation. This could be a marriage, just a regular partnership, dating, whatever it is. I feel that there's a deeper connection here, though, or there's a home life connection that's at least solidified. And the situation here at hand is also something where we need to come out of this cloud, get back into reality of the facts of a person and make a decision from there. So let's go ahead and clarify this reading here, you guys. Use these little cards. So please show me the Seven of Cups in reverse here for Scorpio. You have the Fool here and the Lovers. For some of you, this is a situation where you may give this an opportunity again. It just feels like this isn't something to really, I don't know, maybe this is another chance, another opportunity. This could be something where it's like somebody is in their head about giving another opportunity here, but it looks like you do, for the sake of this partnership. With the Lovers, I'm sorry, I keep clearing my throat. I don't know what's going on with me. I'm going to take a little sip of tea real quick, see if that helps. Give me one more for the Fool and the Seven of Cups. You have the Chariot and the Hermit coming out here, Scorpio. So with this energy, it's like somebody's, okay, in the Four of Wands. So maybe somebody's needing to hold on to a situation because of a home life or a connection here, stability. That's also something that can happen, remaining in a situation. But I feel that there's like, somebody has the intention of hope, or they've thought about things and they're going to give it a try or another try. This may also be a situation where you're finding out this kind of behavior about a person and you're going to give them a try, like a second try. There's deception here, so we'll figure that out as we go. Show me the Knight of Wands in reverse here for Scorpio, please. Eight of Swords coming through here. Yeah, somebody's up in their head about this Knight of Wands energy. Here we have the Six of Wands. So very hopeful. I feel like somebody's very hopeful. Now, the thing about this is I feel like maybe I'm dealing with somebody who doesn't quite know the person yet, or they're seeing a different side to a person that they haven't seen before. And it's kind of like shaking them, taking them off guard, but they're willing to give them another chance. Be careful about that. You know, I'm not trying to like cast shadows and make it nasty. I want to give you guys really healthy, happy readings. But the thing about that is I can just show you what the card, I can talk about what the cards are showing me. And if y'all know about tarot and you know the card meanings, like there's a lot of energy here about like needing to walk away, being confused about walking away, harsh communications in your mind about everything, not feeling hopeful about something. I feel like somebody's trying to feel hopeful, and so they're going to give a second chance, or another chance. I don't know how many chances I'm talking about here, just because everybody's situation is different. But it feels here with the Chariot and the Hermit, there's been a lot of consideration to a situation here. And again, stability may be a factor. If you're coming up as the Emperor, then stability is definitely a factor. You know, family life, stability, there's something there for that. So I can understand that reasoning. But with the Six of Wands, we're hoping for the best. We're hoping for positivity here and a good outcome. So show me the Star in reverse then. Why is the Star in reverse for Scorpio here? I'm getting two popping out here, Scorpio. You have the Queen of Swords in reverse and that Six of Wands now coming out in reverse here for the Star. So at the root of this reading with the Star in reverse, yes, losing hope, not being seen, not being recognized for who you are in a situation. Bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Pentacles, which tells me that we should kind of hold off and create a boundary here. With this, though, it's like if this is how you're truly feeling, I don't know why somebody would give a second chance, another chance. I get it if there's family, if there's a home life, bills to pay. You know, maybe we're confused about a person and who they are. But with the Queen of Swords in reverse, this is an energy that can be very uncomfortable. Sometimes it can be super bitchy and really just kind of out for blood if you're dealing with an air sign. I feel a lot of fire though too. It could be anybody. But the Queen of Swords in reverse is somebody that they're keeping score. They're keeping tally. So if this is this energy coming through, keep score here. Keep a tally about how this person operates in their daily life, what they're doing. You know, write it down. If there's a lot of issues with a person, Like, this isn't about like fighting or anything. I had a roommate one time a while ago, a long time ago, and they would write in their journal every day, like every single situation that happened throughout the day. I'm like, why do you need to do that? And it was just because they needed to do that. But it ended up being really helpful because like months later, when something happened and like you couldn't remember something or like there was an important thing, they just opened their little book and they're like, this is what happened that day. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, who does that? But when it's a situation where it's like you're watching somebody and their behavior, and if it's been particularly negative, keep score here. Definitely keep score. Because this is not, with the Six of Wands in reverse, this is not like not being seen. Your value is undervalued here. Whoever I'm talking to, where we should be keeping a little bit of a boundary, you know, or keeping things withheld. That's what it feels like. And here under that is judgment. So needing to use better judgment in a situation. But, you know, life is life. We have to do what we have to do. I feel like this is more like that. Like we have to do what we have to do here. Show me the Six of Pentacles here. Yeah, because it feels like one party is being fair and the other party is not necessarily being fair. Yeah, so you have the Five of Swords coming out here with the Six of Swords here. So trying to get away from a problematic experience. The Five of Swords is coming out twice in this reading. So there's a lot of bickering, problematic communication. You know, somebody having to have the last say, being right all the time, you know, domineering conversations. It can be somebody that withholds information because if the truth were to come out, it would not be good. It could be somebody that withholds information to also punish a partner. That communication style can be very toxic, so be mindful of that, okay? That Six of Swords that showed up at the bottom of the deck that literally is asking you to find distance. And if this is the past energy, maybe we are finding distance. It doesn't feel that way to me. It feels like that is the suggestion for the experience, but I feel like somebody's trying to give it another go. So, you know, be mindful. Show me the energy of the Emperor, please. What's going on with the Emperor? Yeah, now we have the Six of Swords coming out in reverse. So trying again, not moving on from a problematic situation, trying again, letting our guard down here with the Seven of Wands. This should be upright, I feel. I feel like somebody's trying to give something, I'm hearing fair chance. And it's like, well, what is fair to you? You know, what is fair to you? I mean, don't put yourself on the back burner. Like, be conscious of that. Show me the Four of Wands moving forward here. It's like somebody's very willing to trust. And I admire that because it tells me that there are people out there that, you know, have faith in humanity and have faith that people can change and, you know, maybe it'll get better. But this doesn't feel like that. It feels like you're dealing with somebody who, if they're not like outwardly deceiving you, like hurting you or cheating on you or anything like that, I don't feel like that's the case here. I feel like it's more, how do you say, communication style, abusive communication style, things that you're finding out about a partner that aren't really that comfortable to deal with, but we're trying again anyhow, because there's love here. When I think this is the Ace of Swords, yeah, when we should be looking at situations for the truth of what they offer versus, you know, the rose-colored version. I get wanting to be hopeful, but sometimes that can be to your detriment, okay? All right. Show me the Four of Wands here for Scorpio. Flips. Yeah, we got a flip. Okay, so what is this? We have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. So it may be somebody that brings indiscretion in the house, somebody that, you know, has ulterior motives, or somebody that plays around. You do have the Lovers here at the bottom of the deck. That could be part of it as well. You have the Knight of Wands here twice. It's somebody that isn't necessarily honest, faithful. It's somebody that does what they want to do. It's not the easiest energy to deal with, honestly. And then you had the Tower pop out too, Scorpio. So this is an energy of transformation and change. If this happens, because it's coming up in the future energy, you may have somebody that cheats, or you may have somebody where it's revealed what happens, like what here we have the Six of Cups, so they may connect with somebody from their past, or this person may be somebody from your past, or somebody that you have a family with. The Four of Wands can very much indicate family life, that type of energy, and the bonds that tie it together. And sometimes those bonds are hard to break, even if everything else is falling apart, because legality, logistics, But with the Tower here, something is getting exposed in a very unique way. So it's like bringing it, like, that's what, that blah, blah, blah. This is kind of like that redemption energy. It's like, okay, somebody potentially being deceptive here, being dishonest. Here we have somebody giving a second chance or another chance, and then like it happens again, or something happens again, and it's like, whoa, let's put the brakes on here. Because when it happens again, you go to the Nine of Swords, which is all about being in your head about it. So, for some of you, if you have that like sneaking suspicion that like somebody's like cheating, or doing things behind your back, and you're concerned that it may happen again, this reading is kind of telling you it may happen again. Be warned, be forewarned. It's okay though. And then with this Queen of Swords, yes, in reverse, very frustrated energy, but keep tally, keep score, make sure that you have a clear record for yourself. This can also talk about holding in a lot of pain too, a lot of grief and frustration that kind of associates with this energy. The Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords in reverse, is somebody that has been hurt a lot in relationships. They've really been dragged through the mud and not treated well by their partners. And if somebody has a giant ego or is trying to dominate the situation, it's not fair. It's not fair overall. So just kind of watch how it happens here. Six of Wands, though, it's like not being seen, not being recognized, not being taken seriously, a lack of success in a situation as well. So show me moving forward towards this Nine of Swords for Scorpio, or cross-watchers, whoever this reading is speaking to. You have the World coming out in reverse here. World in reverse is an interesting energy, just because now I feel this is kind of like a reasoning with like, oh, why did I give this another chance? The World in reverse is not letting something end, especially when, people are showing up in a certain way and we're like, no, they'll change. It's different. It's not that way. It might just be that way, But with the World in reverse, it's worrying here that things, this type of behavior may not end. It's concerns with, did I make the wrong decision here? It's that kind of energy. Is there other communication happening behind my back? That kind of stuff is coming through. And it's like with this kind of energy, the Five of Swords coming toward you, you're not going to get a solid answer. You're going to get an answer that is beneficial to the person that is, not being so nice. It's manufactured. It's not true. Show me the Five of Swords here for Scorpio. The Ace of Pentacles coming through here. So somebody, if this is an opportunity that was given or granted, it's dealing with somebody who doesn't value it like they should. And here at the bottom of the deck, you have the Knight of Swords. So this is having very truthful and honest conversations about that, about the future, about taking things to a different level moving forward here. The Ace of Pentacles is a very stable energy, but it's also something where we have to nurture it into existence. It's not just like, bam, new beginnings. You have to nurture that. And like with this type of energy here, the Five of Swords, I feel like somebody is questioning and they're being very honest about the direction that they want to go in. I think with this energy too, it's kind of like, do I give this person another chance? I feel like I've already done that here. I don't think so. You know, it may also be maybe them communicating to you about a new chance, a new opportunity. Let's try something more. Give me one more for the Ace of Pentacles here for the Five of Swords. You have the Two of Cups coming out in reverse. So whatever has happened here as far as this connection is concerned, there's a loss of trust, a loss of love. Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck, somebody that could be kind of communicating with multiple people, different storylines, especially if it's coming out with the Five of Swords. It's somebody that kind of talks out of their pocket. You know, they have a response for everything, even though it may not be the truth. Yeah, there's a loss of connection here in this relationship or whatever the situation is. For some of you, this is not even a relationship. Some of you, this may be a work situation, you know, but you're bound to it because it provides food on your table and rent is paid, perhaps with a job that you really, really loved at one point. But something has kind of cycled out of control here. It's uncomfortable. Show me the Eight of Cups. Why is the Eight of Cups in hopes and fears? So you have a couple cards falling down. All right, so we have the Hierophant here. You have the Five of Wands, the Devil, and the Lovers. There's a lot to think about here, Scorpio, or whoever I'm talking to. You have a lot of conflict with this person, and with the bottom of the deck, you have Illumination. This is a particular, specifically for this deck, Illumination here literally talks about things being exposed. If you don't know enough about something and you've been trying to know more, it will be revealed. It's kind of like blowing the top off of something. You get a completely different understanding here. And this hopes and fears, it's like we're worried about leaving or we're trying to leave. But here with the Hierophant, some of you may be in a situation where you're married. Some of you, this is problematic. There may be a lot of family members involved where it's difficult to let go of a situation with that Five of Wands. But the Five of Wands itself often talks about having a lot of conflict with people. It also can talk about if there are other, you know, not suitors, but if there are other people that this person is having an affair with or something like that. Like this can talk about competition in that regard as well. It's smack dab with the Devil here and the Lovers. So it can talk about somebody who walks away from their family life or walks away from a stable situation, you know, to commingle with other people. And somebody may be finding out about that very strongly here. And then we have Judgment. So final decisions. Show me Judgment here for Scorpio. Three of Cups. King of Wands. The Three of Cups, sure, it can be talked about as a third-party situation. Here it kind of feels like it, I'll be honest. King of Wands, I will say also, too, in this energy, if you're married, the King of Wands can show up as a male who is married. You know, it can represent somebody who is already married. So be conscious of that. With the King of Wands, though, too, this is also an energy that asks us to take leadership in our lives. If something isn't working or isn't healthy, then we need to change it. We need to shift that energy up. For some of you, this may be remaining friends with this person. This may also be talking to your friends about a plan, you know. So let's get some more energy out of here, okay? Show me for Scorpio, please. Friendship. Some of you may be remaining friends with this person. If that's your decision, that's your decision. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. you know? So there may be an energy to that that is making sense for you. I don't know, you know, I would probably distance myself from this person, but for some of you, maybe you're maintaining friendship. Maybe this is a friendship and somebody's just being really shitty and doing shitty things. Here we have the Seven of Wands. So again, you have the Seven of Wands. It's coming out in reverse here in this reading. So somebody that's kind of trusting, or at least trusting a process here, which I admire. It seems like you're kind of a bigger person, or at least you can see things in a bigger way, and you're not letting problems like completely get you down, which kind of makes me also feel like this might be like a friendship situation, or like a genuine or a friendship, you know, that you had an investment in. Perhaps this Four of Wands is talking about somebody who's a roommate. So there is like a stability situation where, you know, you kind of have to have them around. Seven of Wands is talking about lowering your guard here with the Knight of Wands showing up. This Knight of Wands is now showing up 3 times in your reading. So just be mindful of that. Fire sign energy, very, very strong in this reading as well. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, okay? Yeah, it feels like somebody's like letting their guard down and not letting this affect them so terribly, which is unique because most people would be gutted by a situation like this. I don't understand like that. I mean, maybe I do understand that type of like mentality, but it just feels like I know like most people would be totally not overreacting, like reacting in a very frustrated, painful, sad, hurt way. But like somebody here, it almost comes out as if like they are unscathed by it, or like they like notice, maybe they know the energy of this person. They're like, yeah, that's just how they are. I can't change it. I don't know what that is. That's kind of weird, you guys. I'll be very honest with you. That's kind of weird. I'm going to go ahead and get some clarifiers for this Emperor and the Knight of Wands. Show me the Emperor here for Scorpio. Third party. Okay. So third party here, third party situations. There's another energy in the mix. Okay. Okay. I mean, okay. Maybe we choose friendship with this. It's interesting. I'm reacting. Somebody's like cool as a cucumber here. What the fuck? That's really weird, you guys. Or maybe that is the message here. If you are watching somebody's behavior and you've been watching it for a long time, you're seeing a pattern. And so it's like, it's not such a shock to you. Some people are just wired different, I'll be honest with you. Like if somebody was doing this to me, I'd be really upset and very frustrated. And maybe that's part of it too. There is maybe part of frustration and sadness, but with this too, like somebody's like, all right, that's how you want to do it. That's how you want to do it. I'm shocked. Color me surprised. Show me the Knight of Wands in reverse. What is that energy about? Rejection, fear, oversensitivity to being abandoned or rejected. So I can also see that as something here too. Maybe somebody's just kind of laying themselves down, being like, no, you do what you do. Maybe, and we're like maintaining a relationship or friendship because we have rejection fear. Like if somebody's doing this kind of stuff to you guys, like don't sit in it and don't remain in it. And some people, okay, so I'm picking up like a cultural difference for some of you as well. Maybe maybe your family or you come from a cultural difference where it's like men are expected to cheat. Men flirt. They're, ladies' men, like maybe that is an expectation, and it's unfortunate when it happens, but it's like, oh, it happened. So be it. You know, that's kind of unique energy here. You do have guilt at the bottom of the deck for this Knight of Wands in reverse. Maybe there's guilt there. Maybe that's why we're maintaining a friendship. I don't know. I don't know. This is a really weird reading, you guys. I'm going to get some advice for it, and we're going to close it out, though, because it's kind of fucking with my brain. Can you please show me advice for Scorpio in this situation? You have the sun coming out here, and I like that it's falling on what's coming towards you, the Five of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups in reverse. So there's illumination here. Yeah, interesting. Sun, death, there's transformation, a coming of understanding here with what's going on. Maybe this reading, if you have suspicions or if you're seeing this kind of stuff, perhaps this reading is something that can help you not be, or help you detach in a way that is not so like earth-shattering when this kind of shit continues to happen, because it feels like it continues to happen at least twice. You know, I don't know this person's track record, but there's something here where it's like, happen again. All right, give me more advice here for Scorpio. Six of Swords coming through. It came out like this. I'm going to read it both ways. This is getting away from problematic situations, finding peace and resolve with it. Here, it's coming back to them, not being able to release it. It's like back and forth. I'm just going to put it sideways here, because like I keep getting this message for some of you. It's like their behavior creates your decision to move forward in a different way. And if you choose to stay with them, it may come to friendship, or you may be dealing with a friend. But there's something here where it's like you don't actually let this go, or you still remain in it to a certain degree. And that's the path you choose. I don't know why that is, but it just feels that way. Show me more for Scorpio, please. Three of Wands. A lot of patience in this situation. Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So perhaps there's patience in regard to moving away from this situation, getting what you actually want, biding your time. Two of Cups coming out in reverse, falling on the Two of Cups in reverse. There's this connection is disintegrated. And okay, so at some point we protect ourselves here with the Seven of Wands, which is good. I'm like, please don't just lay down like a fucking wet towel, like fight or something, like be, or not. I'm not trying to, you know, cause fights, but I'm just like, fight for yourself, fight for what's honest and true, you know, because I feel like somebody's like, okay, it happened again. Okay. Like, be careful about that, you know, especially if you're like from a different background, like a cultural background where like men are expected to cheat or physically become violent with their partner. That's like part of the culture. Be careful about that, you know? And maybe this is you being careful about that. Maybe this is you being very conscious about that and going very slowly. Because now here it almost feels like we have a realization that we've had enough, because there is no love here. There's no connection, or at least that's what ends up over here. And the Two of Cups falling in reverse on the Two of Cups in reverse, like, it's just an emphasis here. Sometimes people have a hard time letting go, and they give too many allowances to things as well. Be careful about that. Okay, yeah, maybe one of these. For Scorpio, please. Decease, wishing loon, dream world, fantasy, envision. Maybe it's somebody who's hoping that things will change, or maybe they're just kind of living in a fantasy, you know. Either way, it will be revealed. Maybe also too, for some of you, if this is a particularly toxic or abusive relationship, maybe daydreaming, you know, your dream world, your fantasy world, that's what you have. Maybe that's what you can, you know, resort to when things get bad. So if that is the case, then I will suggest that you do a lot of manifesting. Breathe in, breathe out. Try to allow yourself to be as clear from this energy as possible and see yourself and envision yourself in a different situation that is free of this, that you are happy in, where you can feel your happiness when you're manifesting and thinking about it, where you can see yourself in a different situation that's sunny or clean or clear or by the beach, or where you're happy, you know, in a stable home situation where it's just you, or maybe you and your children, you know, whatever it is. Actively daydream that, see yourself, act like it is, pretend that it is. I'm not trying to tell you to be delusional, but when we are manifesting and we are changing situations, we need to pretend that that's what we're experiencing. We need to feel it. We need to taste it. We need to see it in our mind's eye, you know? If you have a particular destination that you want to go to or be in, go collect dirt or something from somewhere from that area and plant a seed in it. Water it, watch it grow. Know that that connection from that dirt to the seed to now the plant is your growth there. It's something that brings you there. It brings you closer. As this plant grows, I get closer and closer. It's magic. It's I'm giving over magic lessons over here. Yes, I am. So just a little bit of witchcraft. It's okay. Yeah. Anyways, I hope that this was helpful for you guys. I know it's kind of a unique reading, but this is what I have for you. If this is your situation, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. If you want to donate to my channel, it definitely helps me. And if you're seeking a personal reading, feel free to contact me at thealtruisticmystic@gmail.com, and I will get back to you. Okay, take care. Good luck with whatever this is. Good luck. Take care of yourself, okay? Chin up.